A neighbor stopped by to look in on Grandma and visit a while with her there. He found her alone Christmas morning. She died in the night in her chair, on a tablet in her own handwriting, on a table next to her bed. It looked like a song she'd been writing. I fought back the tears as I read. I'm old and I'm gray and well on my way, but I'm gonna see Jesus. I'm gonna see Jesus someday. I'm gonna see Jesus someday. I'd like to welcome you out there, folks, in Cyberland and radio. That there was just a little short version of the song I'm about to talk to you about today. The name of the song is entitled I'm Gonna See Jesus Someday, and it comes off my album, the CD I guess you would call it, Call 911 Heaven. And anyway, that song also is somewhat of a true story, you know, when you say the story behind the song, which is what we're talking about, and many people want to know, inquiring minds, as they would say. And so this song actually was written, part of it was written by my great-grandmother, Edna Rose, just shortly before her passing. And, you know, Grandma Rose grew up, you know, not really having any church or anything, you know. And I guess she tried to go one time, and Grandfather noticed that when all the people left, that they talked derogatorily about the other people who had left, and so nobody wanted to be the first one to leave. And so Grandpa Frank, his explanation was, well, my wife ain't going to any church where they talk behind your back or stab you in the back. I won't have my wife going there. So therefore Grandma never went, and I don't know, through the years, maybe she heard a preacher here or there someplace. I don't think she was a regular churchgoer, and she had very little education, so it's not like she could read the Bible or anything, because she couldn't read. I mean, when she wrote me letters, she used to sound them out and just kind of write what she heard. And she did learn later on, I think some missionaries come to the house, different ones that told her about Jesus. And all she knew, she was old and she was gray, and she knew that she wanted to see Jesus someday. And so she wrote down these songs. Sadly, Christmas Eve, she wrote these words down, and the next morning a neighbor came in, as the song said, and found her lying there, and found this pad, of course, on her nightstand. And on this nightstand, she had inscribed the words on a pad, the very words, I'm old and I'm gray and well on my way, and I'm gonna see Jesus someday. Well, her daughters and sons who were alive at the time, they knew my mother, Larry Elliott, and they knew she was a good writer. And they asked her, well, Irene, they sent her the words, do you think you can do something with this song? The mother said she kind of pondered it for quite a while, and she didn't really know what to say, and then she thought, just tell it like the story happened. And so therefore, she started telling about the neighbor coming there and finding Grandma and being on Christmas morning, and no one was there with her on Christmas morning, which was kind of sad in a way, I guess, you know. And so Mother told the story from that point of view, and kind of told a little bit about her age and being old and gray, and maybe how she might have felt. And that same Grandma, she was a very impressionable person. She was big on first impressions. She didn't like my mother's dad, and she told him so from the get-go. I don't like you. I don't like your ways. And usually when she didn't like you, she didn't like you. There was just no bones made about it. So anyway, Mother finally wrote that song, I don't know, maybe a few years later, and when she got the inspiration. So there you have the inspiration of the story behind the song, and being a true inspiration, other than telling how it happened. So that concludes another episode today from yours truly, the pen of Larry Elliott, the story behind the song. So tune into our next episode. Keep watching on my website, LarryElliottMusic.com. And if you want to see some of the blogs or interested in reading some of these stories, by all means, check me out and see if you would like it. And I thank you so much.